Today we're going to talk about your Facebook page and statistics. If you have had a website for any length of time, you may be familiar with the idea of statistics. When you have a website, there's usually some way by which you can access and analyze your website numbers. So that might be how many people have visited your website, where they came from, if they found you from a search, what search terms they used to find you, and those kinds of things. That information is really useful when you want to evaluate how effective your website is. Now that you have a Facebook page, you may be wondering how you evaluate how effective your Facebook page is. There are many ways to do this. One way is by individual post statistics. So these statistics used to be available only to the big guys. I think it was 10,000 or more fans you had to have access to these statistics. And recently, Facebook has released these to everyone. Those numbers are pretty hard for most people to achieve, so we're really grateful that we now have access to these excellent tools. So let's jump right in and start looking at these statistics. If you scroll down to your first post, underneath the post content, yours may actually look like ours. It says post insights not yet available. Please check back later. This occurs when you've posted recently. It takes Facebook about 24 hours to gather the statistics for you. So if you've posted within the last 24 hours, that's what it'll say. So scroll down until you find an older post, and below the post content, you'll see a number of impressions and a percentage of feedback. An impression is any time your post is displayed on a screen. So that may be when it comes up in somebody's news feed. That may be when someone visits the page and it displays. Either one of those things will generate an impression. An impression is basically an opportunity for somebody to see your post. There's no guarantee that they actually looked at it, but that's counting the opportunities they had to do so. When you look at the percentage of feedback, feedback can be comments, it can be likes, anything like that is feedback. And Facebook is basically taking the number of impressions and the number of comments and likes and comparing them and saying, hey, out of this many impressions, this is the percentage of those impressions that generated feedback. As you scroll down your page to other posts, you'll see the same things reported with varying numbers and varying percentages. This is really useful information because you may want to know, which posts were more effective? Which posts did people like more? What kind of content do people like? What kind of content makes people want to interact? Once you can see these numbers, you can begin to analyze those things and really refine your post content.